Over here we mostly have my cacti species. These are obviously your pretty typical looking, you know, spiky looking plants. A lot of the varieties that I collect are smaller, low to the ground growing, not your big, like, column shaped ones. I also have a Thanksgiving cactus. These are typically epiphytic and grow around trees, like they'll wrap around it, kind of like a vine. Same goes for this. This is a Rhipsalis. This is a domino cactus. They bloom massive flowers. They're about bigger than the cactus itself around Easter, which is why they're also sometimes known as Easter lily cacti. This here is a variety of prickly pear, so it actually grows edible fruit. I actually did eat one of the fruit it produced, but I found it very sour and not quite to my likings. Up here I have my pride and joy. This is a dragon fruit cactus. This thing I got a couple years back, and it's just taken off out here in this greenhouse. It hasn't bloomed for me yet, but once it does, I expect it to produce dragon fruit, so that's something to look forward for that. Next, I've got my crassula section. It refers to, the name crassula refers to the growth shape that these plants have. They are alternating two leaves on each side, same sort of structure. Even if the leaf shape changes, it's the same growth pattern. Like all these leaves and everything, they look a little different, but they're all related and like interbreedable sort of thing. Yeah, this one's actually on the verge of blooming. As we move further down the line, I've got more kind of mixed variety. This over here is an Echeveria section. This is more like the stuff that you'll find in like Home Depot or Lowe's. These are the kind of ones that you'll see like online that people go ham for. They're very popular. They love sun. They cannot get enough of it. Mine right now, because of winter and the lack of sun that we've been having these couple sort of rainy weeks we've been having, they've kind of dulled out and don't look their best right now. But once summer comes back around, they'll bounce back. And over here we have our sedums and other assorted varieties. These all generally are interbreedable, excluding this because it's a different species. It's a string of pearls. But everything else here is generally a low-growing, like, vining sort of thing. They will spread out over the ground and root just about anywhere. These here are some sempervivums. They are actually one of the few succulent species that are monocarpic. That means that they bloom and then die, but they produce so many offsets and like offspring, as you can see in this pot here, that once that main flowering stalk dies, there's so many like children plants at that point that there's no worry at all about them like dying out in an area. And a special mention would definitely have to be my jade. This thing is around 9 years old. This is easily my oldest plant and also my largest plant. Scale is kind of difficult to tell in here, but here's actually one of its offsets, one of its children. A cool thing about succulents is that basically any leaf or branch that you like rip off from them, you can let it dry and callus over, and then you can stick in some dirt. It'll grow some roots, and next thing you know, you got a big old plant just like this.